Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy first Sunday for me doing my meal prep because it was like the last one, and not doing anything, right? Because it was New Year's for some of us. I know some of you are still celebrating the Orthodox Christmas and that, so happy Christmas, you guys. Was it yesterday? Anyway, my days are off, so anyway, still happy Christmas to everyone. It's celebrating, and then we have our I don't know. I'm not the greatest with holidays, so you know what I mean. Just happy whatever. I'm just, you know what, it's 2023 and awesome things are coming this year because I'm going to make it that way. That's just it. That's where we're going to go. Good morning. Can't see. Anyway. All right, so literally, let's just get started and stop babbling about stuff, right? Okay, so I realized I didn't have enough applesauce to make our cool new morning glory muffins, so I decided just to make my own, in essence, because I actually have about 5 really soft apples in the fridge. So I chopped up 2, put in the microwave in a rectangular steamer for 5 minutes, and pretty much it's good. Now, if you wanted to make this really saucy, food processor, blender, whatever you particularly want, it's just going to go into the muffin, so I'm not as concerned with that. And then I'll keep going. I'll make some more, and those ones I'll throw into the food processor when it cools, and then just have some applesauce for my next thing that I want to make. All right, so let's just go ahead and get the morning glory muffins going first. All right, so in a large bowl, we're going to mix up a couple of eggs. You can obviously make this a vegan version. Remove the eggs and put in however you like, whether that be flax seeds or applesauce, whatever you want to do. All right, mix up the eggs, and then 1 cup of the unsweetened applesauce. And I forgot I was going to use that to. We'll just wash it. This is going to be done anyway. All right. Use the tiny bit left that I have. All right, so what's everybody doing this lovely Sunday morning? What are your plans for Sunday? Are you guys going out? I haven't even checked what the weather is like. I'm hoping to get out this afternoon as well and enjoy some nature. Probably gonna need actually the full 2 apples that I did. Now I took the skin off the apples too, just because I wanted it to cook up faster. So you could leave it on and just cook. Hi Tracy. Making a mess. All right, so I got the apples, the applesauce, I got the eggs, mixing that up, and now I'm just going to put in a bit of oil. All right, now I can actually put in the actual mix. And if you can, hang on, let's just see if I can show you. All right, see the little dots? So the little pieces are actual pieces of carrot and cranberries and things like that. One sec, Tracy, I saw you said something. Going to make Epicure quick biscuits for father. Cool. Delicious. Morning, Benny. I am just making a mess while I make some morning glory muffins. That's just what we're doing. Okay, so at this point in time, once I get it mixed, I can go ahead and add in any extras I might want to do. So, for one, apples, or more apples if you want, but there's tons of apples in here, so I'm not going to do that. since this is for Victor, he likes his apples, so that's fine. Some frozen fruit, fresh fruit, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put in blueberries. You can put in nuts as well. So half a cup. So basically it even tells you the options for extras if you want it. So half a cup of millet or pumpkin seeds, or a cup of fresh or frozen fruit. So there's my cup of blueberries. And you can totally do this in the oven or the microwave, whatever you want. I'm going to do microwave today, just because I can. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, I'm making such a lovely mess today. Fun in the kitchen. So I'm just using our muffin pans, oiling them up a little bit because I didn't put as much oil in the batter as it recommended. It says a half a cup, but I never put in a half a cup. Don't overfill your muffin pan, muffin molds. Not that it's a bad thing, it just overflows and it changes the cooking time, obviously, right? So for me, half to 3/4 if you can, and then you can do the 2 minutes in the microwave, 2.5 minutes in the microwave, and then let it sit for 5, and then they're ready to go. And then you can put them in the fridge or the freezer, depending on how many you want to eat for that particular week. So you could double batch it, or you could put them in the perfect petites and make them as really good snacks for when you're out and about, or little ones or big ones, whichever. As you can see, I still have quite a lot of batter left anyways, because that's with all the extra apples and blueberries. They do take up space. Okay, there you go. Okay, so there we go. Ready to go in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. While I'm over there, just turning on the heat to my pan of hot for water, because I'm going to make just boiled up some eggs for my lunches, because I like soft boiled or hard boiled egg on salads. So that's what I'm going to do over there. And then I got the other muffins when they're ready. And that's that. Okay, so next piece is the lemon chicken. That's a good question. I mean, I don't see why not. They will turn more into like muffiny than biscuit. Like you won't get the same kind of edges, but you could do it in the muffin pan and try it. I mean, I can try it for you if you want, Tracy, and I can see how it works. Okay, turn the heat on, putting a little bit of oil in the pan, and then I'm going to do the chicken. So there we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm making the lemon chicken again, because that's going to be for today and tomorrow. Go try it? Okay. Let me know and I can adjust it or figure it out for you, Tracy. Okay, so I've got I'm switching it up though, the lemon chicken. I'm going to actually use broccoli and mushrooms. So the mushrooms is left over from our mushroom pizza, so I don't actually need to do anything with those. So mushrooms. broccoli. I do have some Ozo to put in. The only thing I can say to you, if you get the lemon chicken, so this is a new flavor. So basically I'm trying making new flavors, but in just a little differently today. The lemon chicken is a one pot pan for sure. If you do really small pieces of pasta or the Ozo, or you can do rice, just pre-cook your rice. I would recommend that. It would kind of make it into a risotto if you use rice. Okay, so that's just 2.5 minutes. We're just gonna let it sit now. And put the other one in. And that's it. So what I was trying to say is the lemon chicken needs extra water. But you can use whatever, it is totally one pot. And you can throw in little pastas, the Ozo. I'm gonna call it Bozo soon, one of these days. Anyway, small pastas, or rice if you want. Just pre-cook the rice, but the rest of it can work in it. You just need a bit more water in the pan, that's all. So just always have some water ready for you to go. Lukewarm to hot as best you can, just so it doesn't bring down the temperature of what you're cooking. So what the plan is, so the chicken will be for today, probably tomorrow's lunch, and then what I'm going to do is marinate up a rack of ribs here for Tuesday, or I should say Monday night to Tuesday, using the yaki udon seasoning. Trying the sauces and things in just different formats. All right, so there's my Ozo, and then a whole bunch of, good morning, Celine, how are you? Okay, so that's that. So those are going. Everything is written really on the package too to follow along, but you can adjust it. So as I said, I'm making the lemon chicken Ozo here with different vegetables. So I'm going to use mushrooms and broccoli. It does say a cherry tomato. I've got a little bit left of aroma tomato here, and we'll put that in. If you want more tomato, you just put more tomatoes in. I don't do well with tomatoes, as we are aware, but Victor likes them, so I will put a little bit in. I'm better actually with fresh tomato than I am with a sauce, so that's standardly why we have like Roma tomatoes around, because I can handle those better than I can handle a sauce. Okay. Number 2. Same thing. Gotta let them cool and finish setting up. I'm running out of kitchen space. That's because I have my Christmas cactus still on my counter. You see that? The counter is taken up by a few things. All right. Okay, let's do the lemon chicken. So in a sauce, you basically in a saute pan, you put in your tablespoon of whatever fat or broth or water you want to use. Cook up your chicken and then put a tablespoon in of the mix. And this is what it looks like. And then you put the rest of this into some hot water, and then you're gonna add it in. I'm gonna cheat and just put it all in at once. So grab some water and put that all in. Once your chicken is browned or crispy or whatever, however you like it, at least has some color on it. And then you can add in butter if you want, capers if you want, and then a cup of the ouzo. And then you can put in some cherry tomatoes or anything, and then at the end you put in baby spinach. It basically goes through all that. I'm adjusting it all, as you can see. So it's basically saying if you're not into spinach, you're not into. I'm using. Well, I use oil for the chicken first, but after that I'm just going to use water. But you can use broth if you want. So I'm going to put in all the vegetables. I'm going to put in my cup of the ouzo, and then I'm going to seasoning, and then water. And this is why I say it's kind of like a risotto, because as you go along, your water is going to evaporate and all that, and then you can go ahead and add in more as you're going along until you get to the consistency that you want of the sauce, and also that your vegetables or protein or whatever is all cooked up. Okay, so I'm going to turn down the heat to medium, give you a little show. So that's what it looks like right now. You can see there's a bit of water, but that's the point. I want the water to cook up. The vegetables, the ouzo or the pasta or the rice or whatever it is you might have. Okay, my water is boiling, so I will add in my eggs. And 8 minutes. And then once everything's done at the end, I can throw in the cherry tomatoes, and then that's done. So, and there's definitely enough there for at least 4 servings, probably more like 6, just depending on who's eating. But they're good to go. So that's perfect for a few meals. And that's it. So let's give these guys a pop out. As you can see, they pop right out. Done. Let them finish cooling and cooking. So there you go. Those are my blueberry apple ones. Okay, done. So there is my 12. As I said, I do have a little extra of the mix, so I will go ahead and cook up the rest of them. So put those out of the way. I need a tiny bit more of the oil so it doesn't stick. If you use the pan again and don't fill it all the way up, recommend that you totally use water. If you like, you don't fill all of them, and even in the perfect petites, always make sure you have water in the other one so that everything cooks more evenly. Yeah, that's English. Evenly. And so I will not have enough for all 6. These will be small ones. Actually, you know what? I will make them smaller. And so baby muffins. There we go. So I got 6 more baby muffins. So there you go. I will only do this for 2 minutes because they are smaller. Okay, so that's that. So those are the muffins. They're done. The next set will be finished off there. I got the chicken, lemon chicken going with broccoli and mushrooms instead. And then I got my eggs going for my lunches. Tomorrow I will probably go out and get some vegetables at a green grocer because we just get them like weekly, what we need. and that will take care of my lunches. Alright, so there's a big rack of big rack of ribs. She was expecting it to be smaller than this. Okay. I'll just put them in here. And that'll be good. Alright, last bowl, last seasoning. So using the yaki udon package, that's what the seasonings looks like. This white also makes a really good broth. So 1 tablespoon of the yaki, 1 tablespoon of nourish broth or vegetable broth, whatever you want, and then do what you would normally do for whatever kind of broth you might want. Vegetables, protein, noodles, rice noodles, and away you go. Okay, so I just used vinegar and some soy sauce. It's just the marinade right now. Yep. 2 minutes. Works great for the little guys. And still no need of water, which is great. Okay, so now I'm just going to pour my marinade on the ribs. If you have your silicone knife, it works great for this as well, for cleaning out your bowl. Not interested in getting your hands dirty, just smush the bag around, whatever you like. Okay, so there we go. These will sit for the 24 hours, which is the timetable that Victor likes his ribs marinating. So the soy sauce for a little bit of seasoning. I don't need to add salt because the soy sauce takes care of the sodium. Rice vinegar will help break it down a bit. And then of course all the flavors. And then when we go and cook it up, I can grab another container, make up a sauce for it with the same, or make a different dipping sauce or something. It just depends on what you're feeling like doing. But that's kind of it. That's what my plan was for this morning. I'm going to finish chopping up apples and make more of the applesauce because these apples are soft and need to be used up. And then I'm going to sit down and create the rest of our dinner plan for this week. It is the beginning of our Epic Life Challenge. If anyone is interested in joining us, we just started. It is free to join. Basically, it provides, well, 1, a community, but 2, opportunity for accountability, but just tips and tricks on how to meal prep and plan, create priority for your health. Good morning, Marissa. That kind of idea. So, but it is whatever you need it to be. But if you're needing assistance on eating regularly or eating a balanced diet, or I shouldn't say balanced diet, but balanced meals, you have food restrictions like me and need somewhere to start, and you like to do things on your own, this works. You don't need to buy the guide if you don't want to or don't have the money for it. That's no problem. They provide all the files and stuff in the group, so it's a Facebook group, and you get it, and you get emails as well. I have the guides, of course, and all that, but that's kind of being a part of Epicure. But it actually comes with swapping ideas and meal plans, so I will quickly run through it as well. Just because a refresher is always good, no matter how many times you've done this, just kind of getting an idea of what you want to eat. Get yourself a piece of paper or the journal and write down plans. Like, so I have this little booklet I just use, or whatever you call it, pad. and just write down, and then I put it onto the fridge. That way, every night for us, I can know which food to defrost, what protein to defrost. That's for me. But also you could know what you need to pull out, or maybe there's like a last minute item you haven't gotten from the grocery store or something. Okay, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit of water and finish this up. You can see that the broccoli is coming along. But you can see that the bozo needs a little longer. So that's why I add a little more water to finish that. But that's it. This is literally a one pot. Throw everything in. I can throw the tomatoes in. And then I can even, if you wanted to freeze, I'm not a freezing. Realize that. I don't really like leftovers from the freezer. So we do our best to keep it just what we're going to eat today and tomorrow kind of idea, or what I can make last for the week. Okay, so there we go. Eggs are going to now cool, and I can pull those out and let them finish. The muffins are done. I can put those in the fridge, and actually the muffins will be perfect in our Save Me produce container, because I can, instead of piling them on top of each other, I can put the board in or the tray in and divide them all. The ribs are ready for tomorrow, chicken is for today, and as I said, I'm going to write down everything that we're going to eat for the rest of the week, so we have a plan. And this is just to get me started. So this is kind of what I use my meal prep Sundays for, is literally for the next 3 to 4 days. And then the rest of it is just planned out, because I already know my protein is already portioned out to the right size for how we want to eat for like a day and a half. Vegetables I will get tomorrow, easy enough. Chop those all up, get them ready. That'll be that. So that way I'm not spending hours in the kitchen. It's like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, and then we're done. So literally we're done. I'm just gonna clean up, and then I'm done for my meal prepping for today. So pretty cool. If you have any questions about anything I've made, feel free to reach out. If you're ready to order, feel free to just go ahead and order online. There's a couple of cooking classes open. If you want to have your own cooking class catalog party, feel free to hit me up. If you got like 4 or 5 people who you know are avid Epicure fans, either in the group or whatever, I can give you a link. You can share it with them, and you all can just order the new stuff, which is all here, and go from there. If you already have a host credits, go ahead and use those up as well, because it's perfect time to use them on the new season. There is a special for the new season called Taste of the Season. It's 10% off, and you get a taste of one of almost everything, which is pretty cool. So you don't get 3 packages of the lemon chicken, you get 1, but it means you can try it and decide if you like it and want to order more, and then go from there. Thanks, Tracy. And last but not least, obviously, if this is something you want to do, you want Epicure more in your life, and you want to see if you can make some cash off it like I do, or any of my team members do, come join us. Give us a try for 90 days and see how it goes. So it's 20% off right now, so it's $100 in Canada, $80 in the US, and the only real requirement is $250 in sales. In the 3-month period, so like 1 month out of the 3. So if, for example, you joined and you put $250 to sales, it can be yours and your customers, you're basically qualified for the next couple of months. Now, saying that, that's not why you join, right? You don't just join to get the discount. You join to see, because you have lots of people around you like me who love Epicure, and it keeps growing. And that way you get to eat yummy food, they get to eat yummy food, and you make some cash in your account. You make some cash, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But there's more to it than cash, obviously. There's community, there's incentives, there's so much. So if at all you're interested in the biz and what it can do for you and what you can do with it, I'd love to chat with you. There are so many ways you can do this business. There's more than I can count. So you could probably have a completely different way, which is cool. So yeah, that's it. So have an awesome Sunday, and enjoy your week. And yeah, there we go. Take care, everyone. Bye.